write the expression log base 4, that big old thing, as a sum or difference of logs with no powers, no exponents. Simplify your answer completely. Okay. Well, there's 3 log properties. Let me write those right here to remind you of the 3 log properties that they're referencing. Number 1, the log base b of x plus the log base b of y is the log base b of x times y. Log base b of x minus log base b of y equals log base b of x over y. And then the third one, log base b of x to a power. That power can drop down, come to the front, times log base b of x. Okay, so I'm going to use that then. I'm going to take this log, let me bring it over here. So it's log base 4 of w to the third power over z squared over the square root of y plus 9. Okay, so it wanted me to break that up into several logs. How do we do it? Well, first off, we have any 2 things multiplied right here. So things multiplied, that goes back to adding when you break it into 2 logs. So I'm going to make this log base 4 w to the third plus log base 4 z squared, and then dividing x over y becomes subtraction, minus log base 4 of the square root of y plus 9. So multiplying on the top becomes adding, dividing becomes subtraction. So we've got 3 logs now. And then we have the property that the powers can drop down to the front. So this becomes 3. Let me separate this out here. 3 log base 4 of w, and this 2 drops down, 2 log base 4 of z minus. Now, what can we do with this square root thing? Well, do you remember that anything, call it, w, the square root of w is the same as w to the half power. That's really, really important that you remember that. Let me put a box around that to help, or a circle. I'll circle it. So really, really important, and I'll highlight it. Make sure you have that in your notes and you know about that. That anytime you have a square root on something, it's that thing to the half power. That's really important. You use that as you go higher in math, and stuff comes up a lot. So that means this log base 4, the square root, that's the same. The square root on the y plus 9 is the same as the y plus 9 to the half power. Why is that? Because fractional powers are roots. Remember, this 2 can swing around and go in the hook. And then w to the 1, w alone is w to the 1. See, that 2 can swing back and be the denominator for the power. So a fractional power is a root. There are 2 ways of saying the same thing. They're like me saying 1 or uno. I'm saying the same number in 2 different languages. 1 or uno, half power or square root. Okay, so why do we care so much about that? Well, because then this half power can now drop down, right? Powers come in the front, and so we're done here. Log base 4w plus 2 log base 4 of z minus the half power comes to the front. That's log property 3. Powers can come down to the front. Y plus 9. There we go. There's the answer, which they said here all along.